Time to drag the C10 out. Seems we always work on this thing in the fall time, never in the summer when we can actually enjoy it. But I guess at the timing of this video, we're gonna drag this thing out of the weeds, get the old engine out of it, and try to prepare this thing so we can get it on the road as soon as possible. Here's the blown up 350. You can't really see very well. There's a hole in the pan right there, and then if I can slide my hand across the hood, there's another hole right there, Houston. So she's completely see-through. So gotta get away from all the bees. But this thing hasn't moved 2 years, unfortunately. Haven't done a damn thing to it other than take the headers and the carburetor off of it. She's still as retro as she once was. I guess I'm gonna set up my tripod, get the backhoe over here, and we'll drag it out of its spot. And I don't know, maybe we'll even pressure wash the thing. Screw it, why not? Get all the frickin' spiders out of it so I can actually work on it. God, I hate fucking spiders. Well, since the golf cart isn't running, no sense in it having good gas in it. We need it. Just like that, hopefully all the spiders and snakes are washed out of it. Got under the engine bay too. This thing has never been washed ever since I got it. The 327 that was in here leaked a lot of oil, so everything was covered. Oh my god, we're missing something. Just kidding, I found it. Look at that. I didn't see this hole. Nor did I see this hole before. I can only see this one. Look at that. Take the take the rod. Oh, there you go. We're gonna tighten up the rod cap a little bit. 2 weeks later, after I pulled the other one out, the new one is in. This is probably the shiniest thing this truck has ever seen. And I'm not even kidding. Slid right in. I just had to rotate the crank just a touch. That way it would line up with the splines on the transmission. I got a lightweight flywheel on there with my center force clutch. And now I've got to hook everything up. It's been a couple weeks later and I haven't really done much to this thing other than small odds and ends. I definitely got new tires mounted up. I'll show you in a minute. Getting ready to prime the oil system on this thing. I don't know if I can prop this up somewhere to hold it, but I'm going to prime it with my drill. Oh, sliding on my drill. I'll be back in a sec. So I don't know why my gauge isn't working. And we don't really have oil over here yet, but we do have oil over here. Just might take a minute for the whole system to bleed. Finally had a bit of a productive weekend working on this junk. Got the starter on, got it wired, got the distributor in, and I started running the plug wires. I found a couple burnt ones from the fender well headers last time, so I got to go through and make sure I put new ones on. Got all the plugs in. I had 7 of them, 7 brand new ones. I don't really know where the 8th one is, so I took one out of the old engine and hopefully it's good. I got the front bracket on here so I can make spacers. We'll go over that in a minute. And I got the oil pressure line hooked up. I got the boost gauge line hooked up. Got the temperature sensor line hooked up. So it's slowly getting there. Now I'm in the middle of cutting the dash apart so I can mount my boost gauge right there in the original bezel. It's a pretty good spot for it. So I had to take all this apart, cut it apart, drill a hole for it so I could run it through, and now I just gotta hook it up and that will be done, which would be awesome. Well, because I dragged my feet and been procrastinating this thing and putting it together little by little, it's 5 o'clock now and it's dark here in New England. So yeah, working in the dark's no fun, but we're finally ready to put the blower on. I'm gonna go grab it. Let's do it. Man, this thing looks great with the blower and the fender well headers on it. I got the exhaust hooked up. I've got the manual steering box on it. I got the alternator bracket on it. And now we're gonna put our attention to making spacers for this big hunk of aluminum that holds the tensioner. And the spacers on it, they just look like crap. So we're gonna take these pieces of aluminum that I've got with my fancy Allen head bolts, but they're a little too loose in there. They're like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. So we got this piece of steel. Bolt slides right in like it's its first time. So we're gonna cut these down to size, cut these down, and I'm gonna put this piece of steel right in the aluminum. That way it's nice and tight. Done quite a bit of work to this thing since the last little clip. I got the spacers all made. They look a lot better than the puny ones we had on there before. Got the belt on it. I made this fancy aluminum fuel line. Got the carburetor on there with the bracket. Gotta put the return springs on there. The air cleaner is just sitting on it. Wanted to see how tall it would be. And yeah, we're definitely not gonna run a hood because I'm not cutting up my Cal induction hood that I had. Try it. Oh, come on! At least I got it on video this time. Try this again. Try it again. Yeah. Well, after a few attempts off camera and the last carburetor I had on it failed, the needle and seat kept sticking, so it filled the motor up with fuel, hydrolocked, so I let it sit for a day, and we got it running with this big 850, I think it's an 850 carburetor that's jetted for a ginormous big block. So it's quite large for this engine. We're not going to keep it on there, but at least we got this thing running. And the camera finally has proof of it. It's really bugging me that I didn't record it. But this thing sounds pretty good. When we get the other carburetor on it, I got to set the timing, adjust the idle, all that fun stuff. Then I just got a couple more things to do, like mount the radiator hoses, put some coolant in this thing. And I think we can go test it out and see if it blows the tires off. So, but that'll be next time on Hack a Garage. This video, it seems to be a common occurrence these days. It took 2 months to film this video. I started in September, now it's the middle of November, and it's cold, so I could probably only drive this thing once or twice before I have to park it. But if you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for running the key switch, honey. So, till next time, guys, get out and wrench on something. Even if it's cold, it ain't gonna get done.